about Miller's Creek? You want to go down to Miller's Creek? Huh? Okay, come on, let's go.
Of course I did. Where were you? You're supposed to be helping me with supper.
Put down the darn beans and come on. There's a gypsy camped at Miller's Creek.
I could use a little help around here.
I ain't fooling, Ben. Oh, real live. Honest goodness, cross my heart. Gypsy with the gold earring and everything.
Yeah, right.
You should see him. He's a giant with big hands and feet. He's got a brown eye and a really scary eye. And a big roar like this. Roar!
What's he doing down there?
I don't know. Come on, Ben. Supper's every night. The gypsies now.
You better not be telling stories, Ociee. You just better not.
You'll see.
Where is he?
Just wait.
I'm leaving. This is boring.
Wait, maybe he's sleeping.
What are you doing? Get down! Good shot.
Come on, follow me.
Ociee! Are you crazy? He's gonna catch us.
I'm not afraid of no gypsy. I'm not afraid of nothing.
What have we here?
What have they gotten into now?
Ben, if anything happens to me, I want you to know I thought you were a good brother and tell Papa and Fred I love them.
Ociee, this is all your fault. If you hadn't bothered that gypsy, we wouldn't be in this pickle. Please, Lord, don't let the gypsy get us.
What's going on here?
Papa! I found a gypsy! He chased us all the way home.
It's true, Papa. We saw him down at Miller's Creek.
Okay, slow down.
found a gypsy at Miller's Creek and you chased him?
No, he was chasing us. And sure as sunshine, Papa. He breathed fire right on us. Look, see, this is my burn spot.
That's where you fell.
Ociee, you fell.
Fred, he had a wagon as tall as our barn.
2 barns at least.
We're gonna need to put a bandage on this.
Do you know why gypsies have such tall wagons? They keep farm children up in the top, cook them in big pots, and eat them up when they get hungry.
Fred, that's enough.
Oh no, Mama's locket's gone.
Oh no, Ociee.
Sister dropped it when the gypsy was after me.
Are you sure you had it on this morning?
I never take it off.
Well, I'm sure it'll turn up, sweet corn.
Well, we gotta go look right now.
I've got eagle eyes. I bet I'll find it.
I think that old lock is just hiding, waiting to be found.
I hope you're right, Papa.
Come on, let's all go have a look around the farm before supper. That was a fine supper, Ben. We'll have to thank Miss June for this peach pie when we see her.
It was the best she's ever made.
Ociee girl, you aren't gonna finish yours?
I'll eat it.
I guess I'm just not hungry.
I bet you get your appetite back when we find your locket.
Do you think gypsies eat peach pie?
Well, of course they do. Right after Ben Nash stew, it gets the bad taste out of their mouths.
Fred.
Yeah, Fred. Papa wouldn't let that mean gypsy eat me.
Now, children, I believe that gypsy means no harm to anyone. He's just not what you're accustomed to is all. In fact, if I was that gypsy, I'd be more afraid of having Ociee and Ben Nash chasing after me. Yes, sir, you children just might give him a fright. Y'all just leave him be. You boys clean up the dishes now. I want to talk to your sister. Let's go sit on the porch, Ociee.
Do I have to do the dishes? I made the supper.
Ben,
We'll take care of it, Pa.
thank you, son.
No rest for the weary.
Let me see that. Oh, Ociee, what am I to do with you? Here you are, the prettiest thing I ever saw. Yet you spend your days wearing boys' dungarees and running with Ben all over Marshall County. It's like you're a tough little boy rather than the proper girl you'd be with your mama around.
Mama wasn't always like a frilly girl.
Your mama was a little bit of all ladies. She was tough when she had to be, but she could be prim and proper, too. Remember when she'd have the ladies to tea? I think your mom would want you to be more like a girl sometimes.
I'll be 10 in November. I'll be more like a girl when I'm 10. But right now, me and Ben have so much fun. And he wouldn't have any fun with a regular girl. I'm not afraid of nothing, Papa, and I didn't even cry when I fell.
You are something, girl. But I wish you hadn't fallen. I wish you were always safe and watched out for.
I watch out for me.
I know. I know.
What y'all doing?
I'm talking to Ociee. Why don't you boys go check on Myrtle?
Come on, Grouchy Britches.
Stop picking on me.
Ah, you're just an easy target.
Received a letter from your Aunt Mamie.
Aunt Mamie, what'd she say?
She says she loves you and the boys very much, and she'd like to spend more time with you. You know, when your mom and I were first married, we lived in the very same house with your grandparents where Aunt Mamie lives now. See? Right here on this envelope, 66 Charlotte Street, Asheville, North Carolina. Yep. Before your mother and I made our way out here to take over this farm when your Uncle Joseph died. We were young then. We liked the idea we were pioneers. Ociee, do you understand that I'm close to your Aunt Mamie, just like you and your brothers are close? Even though Aunt Mamie is far away, it doesn't change how much we love one another.
I understand, Papa, but I could never be so far away from you. Does Aunt Mamie still make dresses?
That she does. Real pretty ones. We all ought to be real proud of her. I sure am.
I want to do something so as to make you proud of me.
Oh, honey, you do every day, just by being my daughter. It pleases me to walk down the street with you by my side. When I spot you coming across the field sometimes, I tell you, I grow 10 feet tall right then and there from all the pride you send my way. Uh-oh. Sounds like trouble.
Dagnabbit, you dumb pig.
Dumb pig, she's smarter than you. It's more like dumb boy.
Ben, you're just a pile of mud with eyes and teeth.
Let's get this mud stack to the well, pour a few buckets of water over it. Suppose we'll find a boy in this muddy goo or just an angry pig?
Oh, boy, that's what. Papa, I think it's about time we roasted that stupid.
Now it's your turn.
Fred and I are going into town today to pick up some supplies. Ben has chores to tend to in the barn. And I want you to tend to the house chores until we get back. That means no romping in the fields or chasing gypsies.
But Papa, what about my locket?
There'll be no discussion. We'll look again when we get back. I don't want you and Ben getting into any mischief. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Woo! Anybody home? It's me, Miss June.
Morning, Miss Joan.
Good morning, George Nash. Morning, Ociee, honey. Oh, you pretty little motherless thing. I just wanted to drop by a little something.
Miss June, I do believe you're spoiling us.
Oh, now. You and the children deserve a little spoiling. Now, this pound cake is for you and the boys. But I'm gonna make a big batch of butter cookies later on this week just for you, Ociee. For the day when you're trapped. Well, I must be running along before this summer heat just bakes me like a honey bun. Goodbye. Toodaloo.
Miss June's as nervous as a June bug. That night, they reached a little village in the woody hollow. The village schoolmaster, pitying their weariness and attracted by the child's sweetness and modesty. Ben? Then he gave them a lodging for the night, nor would he let them leave him until 2 days more had passed. Ben! Oh, Ben! Quit fooling! Papa?
What is this I find? A frightened rabbit, I think?
I am not a rabbit. I'm Ociee Nash, and you're in my house.
And I am Jean Leon, and you were at my camp with your little friend.
But your house is on the outside, and we're just kids. My papa and brothers will be here any minute, and they will not let you kidnap me.
Kidnap you? Whatever do you mean? You invited me in.
I did not.
Yes, you say, oh, Ben, oh, Ben.
No, that was my brother I was calling for. Ben, oh, Ben.
Your brother, Ben. Oh, Ben! Well, how could I know this? Here I am. I think you are inviting me into your house, and you are not.
No, I'm not.
Well, I think I shall leave.
Yes, then leave.
I think I shall.
Why did you come?
Why do you care?
What happened to your eye?
What happened to yours?
Nothing happened to my eye.
Well, nothing happened to mine.
Why does it look funny?
Oh, you mean this one? Well, let me just say it was a beautiful woman.
She must have been mad.
Oh, no, miss. I did not fight with this woman. I fight for this woman. It was a very, very long time ago, but her memory I paint on my wagon. As to why I am here, I think in your great hurry yesterday, you dropped this. It is yours, no?
Mama's locket! Oh, you found it! Thank you, sir, thank you!
You are welcome, Miss Lady.
I'm gonna give you something too. Here you are, sir. This is from my mom and me.
I think your mama is a very good baker woman.
Oh, no, Mama didn't make that. Miss June made it. Mama died.
Oh, miss.
Would you like to see her picture? I'll show you. See, that's my mama. She should be smiling. She always did. But Papa says she was being fashionable. She was real pretty.
Yes, like a beautiful flower.
The measles got Mama last spring.
How sorry I am for you and for your family.
It's been awful sad. But I'm strong. Look, I didn't even cry when I did this.
I can see you are very brave for a little girl. And so I am even more happy that I have found your mama's locket for you.
I'm even more happy too.
Farewell, Miss Lady. My day is very good now that I meet Miss Lady Ociee. Farewell.
Farewell! Farewell, Gypsy! Farewell, John Leon! Farewell!
Did you tell her, Pa?
No, son, I didn't. Find myself fighting to get the words out. Step up. Not again.
Papa, you won't believe it! I saw it with my own eyes!
What's all this about here?
Look, it's Mama's locket.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But you're not gonna believe what happened.
Tell me you kids didn't go back down to that gypsy camp?
No, he was
He
here!
came right into the house.
He came into the house?
At first, I hid under the table.
Ben, where were you?
I had my chores.
Good Lord.
It's okay, he was a nice man, just like Papa said he would be. And he wanted to give me Mama's locket. He found it and brought it back to me. I gave him Miss June's pound cake to thank him.
Yeah, what you gonna do that for?
You think he's mad about the pound cake?
I'm the one mad about the pound cake. Come on, Woofer.
Are you mad about the pound cake, Papa?
No, honey. Come sit down here. Ociee, honey, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. And Ben, you should hear this too. It's about your Aunt Mamie.
Did she die?
No, son. Nothing of the sort. Now listen. Your aunt worries about us. Always has. But it's gotten worse since your mama's been gone. Remember I was telling you how Aunt Mamie wishes we could be closer? And how she loves you very much?
Is Aunt Mamie coming to visit?
Oh, Ociee. I don't have any other way to tell you than to just say it. Aunt Mamie wants you to live with her in Asheville.
Live with her in Asheville, Papa?
That's right. She's been getting after me for a while now.
But you told her no, didn't you, Papa? Didn't you tell her no?
Aunt Mamie can teach you all the girl ways that I can't. Believe me, this'll be for the best. It's simply that between running with the boys and gypsies and no women around to care for you properly and a clumsy old father trying to hold us all together, this is just not the place for you to be growing up.
You're sending me away?
You are a big girl. You'll do fine, just fine.
I'll be good. I swear. I'll make tea, and I'll just stay in the house every day, I promise.
Oh, see, I'm not punishing you. This decision is about to tear my heart right out of my chest.
Then let me stay.
Darling.
Don't you need me?
Ociee! Ociee!
You're sending Ociee away?
Just for a little while, Ben. Ociee needs to learn to do lady things like sewing and fixing fancy food.
Why would you want to go and do that?
Now, son, you'll see it's for the best. Once you get used to the idea, you'll feel better about it. Ben! Hush now, girl. Everything's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Ben, come on over here. I want to tell you children a story on myself. When I made this decision, I was so worried about telling you that I practiced how to explain it way out in the middle of the cornfield. Night after night, I tried different ways. And those stalks swayed and moved and listened. And even gave me a few suggestions. And by, they were all right with the idea. But cornstalks aren't children. I suppose I should have figured that you'd have a little more to say about it than that corn. So I'm sorry if I fumbled my words. I know this is difficult for you both. It's difficult for Fred and me, too. But in my heart, I know this is for the best.
I don't want to go, Papa.
I know you don't, darling. But this is what your mama would want.
But, Papa, I don't...
I need you to be strong for me now, sweet corn. What do you say we look at this like another one of your adventures, Ociee? Another chapter in the adventures of Ociee Nash. You'll be on a train for almost a day and a half, all the way to Asheville. What about that?
That ain't nothing.
You're just jealous.
See, everything's gonna be just fine. I promise. Time has a way of making things right.
You're gonna have to be mighty old to understand everything that's happened to me today.
Come on, Ociee. Come on out, honey.
I gotta see this.
Make him go away, Papa.
Oh, he just wants to see the prettiest girl in Marshall County's all. Come on out here.
Come on out, Ociee.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. We won't laugh. I promise we won't laugh. You just look so darn pretty. Come on back out here.
I wasn't laughing. You didn't hear me laugh.
Well, I sure was. You look like a darn fool.
Oh, honey, it's just that we're not... Where's our used to seeing you in a dress? That's all. Come on back out.
Come on, Ociee.
Oh, Ociee.
You look like a pretty little girl in that dress.
Little girls are supposed to wear dresses.
But, Papa, I'm not that kind of girl.
Well, what's your aunt gonna say if you show up looking like that?
She's gonna say, hello, mister. Where's your sister?
Hey, Ociee,
Yeah?
you scared
Scared? What for?
about tomorrow?
Ain't scared of nothing.
Just checking.
Miss Ociee Nash, age 9 years. Daughter of George Nash from Abbeville, Mississippi. Going to Miss Mamie Nash, 66 Charlotte Street, Asheville, North Carolina.
Well, thanks, Ben. We're glad to know that hadn't changed since the last time you read it.
You're gonna be my brave girl. Put your chin up, honey.
Put my chin up, the tears will fall down.
Oh, Lord!
My name is George Nash. This is my daughter, Ociee Nash, who will be riding with you today.
Oh, well, hello, Miss Nash. My name is Mr. Charles. Now, don't you worry, Mr. Nash. We'll be taking good care of her.
Go with Mr. Charles now. Remember, send a telegram when you get there. Now, be a good girl. Remember, wherever you are, is where my heart is.
Love you, Papa.
Go on now, honey. It's time.
Papa. Papa.
Miss Nash, you okay? You know to call on Mr. Charles if you need anything, right?
doing here?
I have a little gift for you.
But how'd you know I was on the train?
When a gypsy cares about someone, he has ways of knowing these things.
I'm wearing Mama's locket.
So I see. I want to thank you for the cake. It was very good to my taste. And now, I have for you a gift of my choice. I do this to please my friend.
Mama's face, she's smiling.
I think of her as she appeared in her portrait. Then I paint these sparkles that I see in her girl child's face. That, Miss Lady, is your mama for your memories.
Thank you, thank you.
I am glad this pleases you. Perhaps one day we shall cross paths again. Always remember, Jean Leon will be here for you. Farewell and a safe journey.
Farewell. Farewell, Gypsy. Farewell, John Leon.
What's the story here? Miss Nash, looking after you might be more of a responsibility than I originally thought.
Well, that's the only Gypsy I know. But Papa does say I'm a handful.
I think I can understand that.
Of ice cream shops, I think it's gonna be really good.
Mr. Charles, I've never seen trees move so quick.
They do it that, Miss Nash?
You don't need to call me Miss Nash. I almost don't know who you're talking to when you call me that. Most folks call me Ociee.
All right. Miss Ociee.
Like Ociee canned corn.
Oh?
Well, my real name's Josephine. So, when my brother Ben was little, he couldn't say Josephine. He could only get out Josie without the J. So it came out Ociee.
Well, all right then. But where does the corn figure in?
Oh, well, that started the day when my brother Fred found Ociee canned corn on the store shelf. Darn if I didn't think that somebody had named their corn after me. I was called Ociee canned corn from that day on.
I do declare.
Even Papa sometimes calls me sweet corn. I don't mind.
Well, that's what I call a term of endearment.
A term of endearment? I'll have to remember that, Mr. Charles.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
Help yourself.
I gotta sit down and get a load off these dogs. What's your name then?
Ociee Nash. I'm headed to Asheville, North Carolina, all by myself.
So you say. Well, I went all around the world all by myself, and I was only 22 years old. How old are you, about 16?
I'm 9.
9? Jeez, you look about 16. Well, anyways, I'm Nellie Bly. Ever hear of me?
No?
Don't you read the papers, kid? I'm famous. I'm a newspaper woman. Of course, my real name's Elizabeth Cochran, but I had to change it because it's improper for women journalists to use their real names. Bunch of hogwash if you ask me. But girl's gotta do what she's gotta do. Anyway, Nellie Bly's been a good name to me. Took it from the Stephen Foster song. You know, Nellie Bly, bring the broom along. We'll sweep the kitchen good and clean, then have a little song. Hey, Nellie, ho, Nellie, sing a song for me. I'll sing for you and play for you a dulcet melody.
Now, my voice is a little rusty.
Anyways, I went around the world in '89 to prove I could beat Phileas Fogg's record. And I made it.
Who's Phileas Fogg?
Gosh, kid, where you been?
Mississippi?
Oh, I've been there. You know, from the Jules Verne story, Around the World in 80 Days? Well, Jules made all that up, but I did it for real. I told my publisher, Joseph Pulitzer, at the New York World, that I could break that record. And I did it. Wrote about all my stops along the way, and everybody and their mother followed my progress. When I got back home, oh, you should have seen the parade. Everybody from New York was there to greet me. Tripled the subscription to the World. Of course, I didn't raise my salary a dime. But no matter. I'm filthy rich now. Went and married me a millionaire. He's 50 years older than me. Could be my grandpa. But a girl's gotta live, don't she?
I guess so.
Of course she does. So what line of work you in?
I'm a kid.
So you say.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Mr. Charles, what's going on?
Oh, that's right. It's for the president, Ociee. President McKinley is passing through town on the southbound.
What
I don't know how you talked me into this.
Depends upon ourselves.
5 minutes before I gotta get you back on that
greater
train.
blessings to people.
Don't let go of my hand.
I cannot doubt.
Our earnest prayer is that God will graciously vouchsafe prosperity, happiness, and peace to all our neighbors, and like blessings to all the peoples and powers of the earth.
Let's get a bit closer.
Hey! Mr. Charles!
Stop! Everyone step back!
My dear girl, are you all right?
People should be more careful.
Yes, miss. People can be careless in their haste.
Well, then, I guess people should make haste slowly.
Make haste slowly. Why, yes, miss, I couldn't agree more. A philosophy for life and for politics. Make haste slowly. That is sensational. I presume you are Miss Ociee Nash?
How did you know my name?
Well, Miss Nash, people do say I'm pretty smart, but... Miss Nash, there's a tag on your shirt with your name right on it.
Oh, that's right. My papa put this here.
Miss Ociee. Miss Ociee.
Mr. Charles. Well, this is my friend, Mr. Charles.
Pleased to meet you, sir. I've been having a little talk with Miss Ociee Nash, a very interesting young lady, if I do say so. I hope you have a pleasant journey, my dear. Make haste slowly. I must write that down. Write that down.
Well, miss, this is the end of the line for me. Mr. Lewis will take it from here. You had quite a journey so far, meeting the president and all. Your papa's not gonna believe it.
I can't wait to tell him. I'm gonna send him a telegram as soon as I get to Asheville.
Now, I'm gonna tell my grandchildren. They won't believe it either.
You have grandchildren, Mr. Charles?
Yeah, miss, I have 13 grandchildren and 5 children.
Well, that's a heap of kin, Mr. Charles.
I reckon it is. Now, why don't you get on this train and see if you can get some rest? That is, if your head can settle down from all this excitement.
I'll try.
This has been certainly a pleasure meeting you. I'm going to tell my grandchildren all about the time I spent with Miss Ociee Nash. Goodbye to you, miss.
Goodbye, Mr. Charles. Don't be a stranger now.
Don't be a stranger. Yeah, don't be a stranger. Goodbye, miss.
2 more hours.
We're almost there, Mama.
Miss. Miss. Coming into the station.
Sir, this is Asheville, North Carolina, isn't it?
Yes, it is, miss.
Well, has anybody been looking for Ociee Nash?
No, can't say as I have. That your train pulled in a good 30 minutes early today.
That explains it. Thought my Aunt Plum forgot.
Well, you can sit right there and wait on your people if you like.
I'd like to send a telegram.
It's 5 cents a word now. Where you want it sent?
Papa Nash, Route 4, Abbeville, Mississippi.
What would you like it to say?
Arrived Asheville, stop. Am fine, stop. Met the President of the United States of America, stop. Better make that last line, met the President, stop. Ociee Nash, stop.
That's 45 cents.
Can you tell me how far it is to 66 Charlotte Street?
Yep, it's too far to be walking. You could catch a buggy around the corner at the trolley barn.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I do not know how to be any more clear.
You see it crash into the ground? Did you see that?
I have to tell you, it's pitch, roll, and yaw. A flying machine is controlled by its 3 axes of motion. It's all a matter of control.
Wilbur, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying without able wind velocity, as this model has proven, as well as the other countless kites we've destroyed, we're gonna crash into the ground.
Or even a child can see, without a system of control, our efforts will be dashed.
What an arm!
That's it. Propulsion. Of course.
Control, lift, and propulsion.
Let's crack a jack.
Listen, brother, we gotta hurry. We're gonna miss our train back to Dayton.
Then we shall fly.
Excuse me, sir.
Need a ride, miss?
Yes, sir. To 66 Charlotte Street.
66 Charlotte Street. Why, you must be Mamie Nash's niece. Look at that. Ociee Nash, I heard you were coming into town today.
The train got in early. I reckon that's why Aunt Mamie's not here.
You can bet it is. She's been looking forward to this day for some time. Step on up. Let me have your bag.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lynch.
Let me have your back.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
The train got in early.
oh, see, just look at you.
I picked her up right outside the station. Nothing to worry about. I knew her right away from your description.
Oh, you poor dear. No one there to greet you after traveling so far.
It weren't nothing, Aunt Mamie.
It wasn't anything, dear.
Not at all. Mr. Lynch is very nice. And on the train, Mr. Charles was my friend. And I saw my gypsy, and I met Nellie Bly. You know. Hi, Nellie. Ho, Nellie. And I met the president, too.
Oh, you did you?
The president?
Of the United States of America. I got last from Mr. Charles, and I felt
No. There's plenty of time for stories. You must be exhausted. How much do I owe you, Mr. Lynch?
This one is on me, Mamie. Welcome, Ociee. And you ladies enjoy yourselves.
Oh, we will.
Mamie.
Let's get you settled here.
the president was really nice. Then there were two men outside the trolley barn, and they said they were going to fly to Dayton.
I hope you will think of this as your new home, Ociee.
Aunt Mamie, your house has a lot of stuff.
Yes. Would you care to see your room? Yes. Here we are. Do you like it?
Ben wouldn't believe it if he saw it with his own eyes.
Are you hungry?
Hungry as a hog.
Oh, my. Okay, then. When you're ready, I've prepared something special.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Okay, then.
Well, settle in, dear.
At first, I was real scared of him. But then he found Mama's locket for me. And then he painted a picture of her. And then he stopped the train. But then right after that, Nellie Bly got on. Then she told me all about going around the world. And then right after that, I saw the President of the United States of America. He helped me up when I fell down, because I couldn't find Mr. Charles.
My child, what a vivid imagination you have.
It's true, Aunt Mamie. I really do have a friend, John Leon, and he's a gypsy, sure as sunshine. And Nellie Bly really did tell me about camels and pyramids. And the president really helped me up when I fell down.
Nellie Bly, the president, gypsies, and camels. Well, let's have no more talk of it, Ociee. Now that you are in Asheville, you need to try and behave with a little more decorum and eloquence. We'll discover together what's proper behavior for a young lady 9 years old.
But Aunt Mamie...
That's enough, dear. After dinner, you are to go upstairs and wash, and then get a good night's sleep.
Yes, Aunt Mamie.
I'm sure in the morning you'll be able to see things much more clearly.
Hey, you little boy. Don't you hear me talking to you? I said, hey. Hey yourself. Where's the little girl who's supposed to be moving into Miss Mamie's? I'm the little girl. What you think? A girl? But you don't look like a girl to me. But I am a girl. What you wearing those breeches for? Don't you know only boys wear breeches? I'm Ociee Nash, and I can wear anything I like. Well, I'm Elizabeth Murphy, and I don't like them. No, I don't at all. Well, who cares what you like? Who cares what you like? Who asked you to come here? None of your darn business. I'm telling my mother you said darn. I don't care what you tell your darn mother. My mother told me you're here because you don't have a mother. I do so too have a mother. She's just in heaven. You're the one on me.
behavior of a proper young lady. You shouldn't be playing with these things. They belong to your grandmother. They're very expensive.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you'll have pretty things of your own soon enough, dear. Now that I have you here, I can finish the dresses I've been making you. Get you out of these dungarees. Oh, my. That would be the Murphys. They're stopping by to introduce you to their daughter, Elizabeth. She's a precious girl. Oh, I should have done your hair. Tuck in your shirt, dear. Good morning. Come in.
Morning, Mamie.
Good morning, Mamie.
I hope you don't mind. I brought this little bit of mending.
Oh,
I know you're busy.
do. It's right on the seam. It'll only take me an instant.
Thank
Lucy? Don't play with the drapery, dear. I'd like you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Murphy.
Hello, my dear. Oh, Mamie. She is the spitting image of her mother.
Yes, isn't she? And she'll have her grace in no time.
Your mother and I were childhood friends, Ociee. That's why I thought you'd like to meet my daughter, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth, come around here and say hello to Ociee.
Hello. Hi.
Well, why don't you girls go out on the porch? You can get to know each other. I'll bring you some juice and some cookies.
Elizabeth, why don't you tell Ociee about your dollhouse?
Well, I do hope they get along.
I'm sure they'll be fast friends in no time.
Say you're sorry. I ain't sorry for nothing. Say you're sorry or I'll tell Mother what really happened. Let go of me. Say it. So what'd you tell him happened to your dress? I told them that I tore it on a gate. I met the President of the United States. You did? I really did. I fell down in a train depot when he was giving a speech, and he helped me up. I don't think Aunt Mamie believes me. Hey, look, there's Mr. Lynch. Hey, Mr. Lynch.
Whoa, horse, whoa. Good afternoon, Ociee. How you settling in?
Just fine.
How's your Aunt Mamie, Ociee?
She's fine. Oh, this is my new friend, Elizabeth Murphy.
Oh, yes, I know the lovely Miss Murphy. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Lynch. Got there, boy. Mr. Lynch, old horse has a stone under his shoe.
Well, looky there. Thank you, Ociee.
Elizabeth, see the stone?
Let's see what we can do with that.
Ociee, Nash, what on earth are you doing?
Mamie,
Old horse has a stone in his shoe.
Come up here right this minute.
there's no harm, Mamie.
Mr. Lynch, I believe I know what's best for my niece. And digging stones out of the hooves of horses in the middle of Charlotte Street is not acceptable.
Thank you, Ociee. Good luck to you.
What's happened to your shirt?
Nothing.
Take your hand down and tell me what you did.
Well, I just...
Oh, speak up, child, and tell me what happened.
I tore it on a gate.
Seems to be catching.
Sometimes when little girls are too loud, too excitable, they talk too much, they play with horses, they tear their shirts.
Cut out, Miss
I'm
Mamie.
so sorry. Sometimes people will get the wrong impression. They think that they haven't been raised properly. You don't want anyone to think poorly of the way your dear father raised you, would you?
No, ma'am.
No, of course not. There are certain things that will change now that you are in my home. As we work toward your becoming a young lady. Is that understood? Excuse me?
I don't mind.
Good. Sit up straight, dear.
Dear Papa, how are you?
How's Ben? How's Fred? How's Woofer? Asheville is big. I have a new friend. Her name is Elizabeth Murphy. She is fine. Aunt Mamie is fine. You were right, Papa. She sure knows a lot about the girl stuff. Love from your Ociee.
My dungarees. I took them off and left them right here.
Ociee Nash, come down from there this instant and let me see it.
I'm never coming down.
Want to go to my house and play? Miss Mamie said it would be okay. She told me about the dress. Come down, let's get a look at it.
Go away.
I'll let you play with my snake.
You have a snake?
Yes, all the girls in Asheville have snakes.
I don't believe you.
Suit yourself. I'm going to go and feed it a mouse then. Well, that's not so bad. Not so bad at all.
Where's the snake?
Oh, I don't have a snake. You should have just guessed I was fooling. I just wanted to see the dress. It's not bad, really.
I don't care one itty bit what you think of this darn dress. You told a lie.
I didn't lie.
You just said you had a snake, then you said you didn't, and that's a lie.
That was a white lie.
A white lie?
That's when you gotta fib to someone for their own good.
You mean for your own good?
Hey, wait! I'm sorry. Do you want to go to my house and play?
Okay.
Come on, I'll show you a shortcut. Wait here, I'll go and get us some cookies.
Okay.
Been over this repeatedly. I know I've had some problems, but that's all behind me now.
The bank has already been very generous with you, sir.
You've got to give me another chance. You know my luck's down right now.
You're a gambling man, Mr. Richards. I pass no judgment on you or what you do in your spare time. However, as president of the bank, I simply cannot extend your loan one more time. I'm sorry, you've given me no choice.
So help me, Murphy.
Be careful, Mr. Richards.
I'll lose everything!
Lower your voice. My family is here.
Come on. My, this is such a good cookie. I know you made it with butter and sugar sprinkles. It's just about the best cookie I ever ate. Yes, I do love a good cookie. Would you like some milk to go with it? Yes, that would be delightful. Ociee be Nora. My, I'm such a messy girl. I have cookie crumbs all down my dress. Here, let me help you brush them off. Hey, wait, where are you going? Want to play something else? What's the matter?
Just because I'm wearing a dress doesn't mean I have to play with dolls.
Well, what do you want to play? We can play something else. Want to jump rope?
What do I want to do that for? Don't you got a creek or nothing?
Sure, we've got a creek.
Then what are we waiting for? Get a leg up and let's go.
Come on, go. scared of no bullets.
Elizabeth Murphy, you know the rules. No girls allowed.
We can be here if we want to be, Harry Vanderbilt. Your uncle doesn't own these woods.
Yeah, he does. He owns all these woods and all of Mount Pisgah.
I don't see no signs. I'm just showing her the creek.
And now you've seen it. Go home.
Yeah, go home. Yeah, go home. What's she doing? Don't do that. Maybe she can.
Yeah. So what?
But you can't do this.
He's kind of good.
Okay. So you can stay. But Elizabeth Murphy, she must go. Yeah.
Come on, Elizabeth. I'm okay over here.
She's nothing but a dumb girl.
Okay, if you don't do it, those boys are gonna think you're a sissy. All you gotta do is find your bravery and do it. Put your hands right here. Okay, don't let go. Hold real tight and don't let go. Don't let go. She's gonna fall.
And don't even think about coming back.
We'll be back. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, my heavens, what happened to you? This is nothing. You should see mine.
What happened, John?
Apparently, they took a little trip to the creek, and as you can see, that old swing rope got the best of them. My Elizabeth is soaked through.
Ociee Nash, don't you know better than that?
I made it across all right, but it was Harry Vanderbilt's darn fault. Those darn boys had to caught Elizabeth like they were supposed to. Then she would have never fallen in. She swung out okay, but then she couldn't make it back. She stopped right in the middle, slid down the rope, and fell in.
I don't understand a word you say, girl. What am I to do with you? Oh, Francis, I am so sorry. It may be that Ociee is not late enough to play with your little girl.
Oh, Mamie, I don't think it's as bad as all that.
Well, it's just awful. Look at you. Look at this dress. I just finished that. Get on upstairs to your room and put on some dry clothes. I just don't know what I'm going to do with her.
She's just all full of fire. That'll settle out of her. Fact is, she bears a striking resemblance to someone I used to know. Yes, definitely, Mamie Nash.
You must consider that Elizabeth Murphy does not play rough like you do.
It wasn't my fault.
Perhaps, but nevertheless, there was an accident. Elizabeth could have been hurt. You could have been hurt. If anything ever happened to you, your father would never forgive me. I would never forgive myself. From now on, there won't be time for these shenanigans.
Yes, ma'am.
Tonight, you are to stay in your room and go without dinner. Yes, I think that is your punishment. Good night.
Good night.
Mrs. Murphy has just telephoned. It seems Elizabeth has come down with a terrible cold. You see what can happen, young lady? I'm going to deliver this dress to Mrs. Jenkins, and I want you to remain on this porch until I return. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
tree. Aunt Mamie told me you were sick, so I thought I'd come say hey. You climbed all the way up that tree? I've climbed bigger trees back at home. I'd be too afraid. I can tell. We're gonna have to work on your bravery. My bravery's just fine. Thank you. And your aunt is gonna tan your hide if she finds you in that tree. She won't. She took a dress to someone named Mrs. Jenkins. Mrs. Jenkins? Oh, she lives right next door. Oh, so you better get home fast. Darn the gizzard. Hope you feel better soon. Thanks. Dagnabbit, you stupid dress.
Ociee's doing dishes right now, Papa?
I reckon she might be.
You suppose she's wearing dresses?
I reckon.
You suppose?
No, I don't. Now stop worrying about it.
Oh, shucks. I just know she's gonna come back all sissified.
Ben.
Well, suppose I don't even recognize her.
Don't you worry about that. I'll always know our Ociee.
Mr. Lynch, I've been waiting for you and Old Horse all afternoon. Look and see what I have.
Old Horse, look at that. Look what Ociee has for you.
Can I feed them to him, Mr. Lynch? I mean, may I?
Of course you may, Ociee. How's your Aunt Mamie these days?
These days, she's fine. Mr. Lynch, may I ask you a question?
Why, of course.
Why is it that you always ask how Aunt Mamie is, and Aunt Mamie always asks how you are, but you two never ask each other?
Well, I suppose you're right about that. I tell you what, why don't you go in and ask your aunt if the two of you might go for a buggy ride? Then I can inquire of a welfare for myself.
Sorry, Mr. Lynch. She asked how you were doing, but she's too busy for a buggy ride.
Well, we certainly tried now, didn't we, Ociee? Well, pretty lady, would you like to accompany me on this fine day?
I'd like that very much, Mr. Lynch, very much. Mr. Lynch, why do you suppose Aunt Mamie never got married?
Ociee, it isn't proper to ask such questions. I imagine you'd have to ask your aunt that question.
I did.
And?
She said it wasn't proper to ask such questions. Elizabeth Murphy said that she's an old maid.
An old maid? Your aunt is anything but, child.
Do you fancy her, Mr. Lynch?
Aren't you full of questions today?
Well?
Ociee, I've known your aunt since I was just a little kid, just about your age, actually. She and your papa and I...
What? Mr. Lynch, you knew Papa?
You bet. We all used to run wild through these streets, especially your Aunt Mamie. She was the wildest. And funny. We'd laugh for days.
Are you sure you have the right Aunt Mamie? Because that doesn't sound like my Aunt Mamie.
Your Aunt Mamie was really something else. I tell you, prettiest girl around, and smart. Just look at her. She manages a beautiful home, has a thriving business, a respected member of the community. Your papa knew what he was doing sending you here. Whoa, old horse. That's a good boy. I enjoyed our visit, Ociee.
Thank you for the ride, Mr. Lynch. How about having supper with us on Sunday after church and all?
What would your aunt have to say about that, Ociee?
She won't mind.
I'd be delighted. However, if something should come up, tell your aunt I'll understand. Ociee, let me help you down.
I've been hopping off wagons all my life. I gotta keep in practice for when I go home. Spoon. Knife. Big fork. Little bitty baby.
Whoa, hold on there.
Aunt Mamie, he's here.
Calm down, child. Wait until he knocks. And greet him pleasantly. Wait.
Mr. Lynch, you got a new haircut. Aunt Mamie, Mr. Lynch got a new haircut.
Yes, he did, and you look just fine. Please, come in.
Thank you.
It'll be okay, Mr. Lynch. You can do like my pa and wear a hat till it grows out.
Something sure smells good coming from your kitchen, Miss Mamie.
Thank you. I thought it might be nice if we ate on the porch.
Oh.
Yes, come on.
Good.
I heard him snoring.
We did. We thought he was asleep, but he wasn't. There was old Mr. Morganson yelling like there was no tomorrow. Ye kids, get out of there. You remember that, maybe? We said it for weeks. Ye, Mamie. Ye, Georgie.
I'd forgotten that.
You kids hightailed it out of there so fast.
I think George lost his shoes.
No, that was me. Oh, Mr. Morganson never caught us, but I caught heck for losing those shoes.
We never tried to ride his horses again.
Well, we never tried his, but it wasn't a week later we weren't sneaking in at the Griffiths.
Remember Mabel Griffith? Lord bless her. She was sweet. I don't know how she ate anything with just the one tooth. Oh, excuse me. Did you have enough, dear?
You never thought of us as young, did you, girl?
No, that's not it. It's just, well, Aunt Mamie, you rode horses?
Did she ride horses? Lord, your auntie could ride like the wind. Tell her, Mamie.
Now, Mr. Lynch.
I'm not fooling. You should have seen her. Your aunt could outride your father and me any day.
Better than Papa?
I'm not saying. Stop. Now, who wants some pie?
Oh,
I'll get it. I need some time to recuperate.
Recuperate?
Yeah, from all the new stuff I'm learning about grown-ups.
I can't remember the last time I had such a fine meal, Margaret.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Lynch.
Well, I can't imagine what she could be thinking, taking on a child like that. Why, did you hear what happened to that Murphy girl when she first arrived? I heard the poor girl practically drowned.
Well, Dr. Wilson said she nearly caught pneumonia.
Well, at least Mamie has gotten her out of those terrible dungarees. Well, what was George Nash thinking, sending his daughter out in public like that?
Or not thinking is more like it.
Remember George as a boy? Well, I always say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Trouble waiting to happen if she is not raised properly. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's what I say.
Well, I tell you, that girl is an exasperation.
Ladies, please.
Well, hello, Mamie.
Mrs. Riley, forgive me if I don't make an introduction. My niece will not have the pleasure of knowing you, as you obviously have not had the pleasure of knowing her. Good day.
Why can you believe she absolutely stood back there and listened to every word we said? Absolutely sure.
Dear Dear God, thank you for Mama in heaven. Thank you for Papa. Come in.
Oh, excuse me. I just came to say goodnight.
It's okay.
Continue with your prayers, dear.
Like I was saying, God, thank you for Mom in heaven. Thank you for Papa, Ben, Fred, and Woofer. Tell them that I miss them very much and that I think of them every day. Thank you for my new friend Elizabeth, and for Mr. and Mrs. Murphy, Mr. Lynch, Old Horse. And dear God, thank you for my Aunt Mamie, for letting me live with her, and for teaching me how to be a lady even though I never thought I wanted to be one. Amen.
Up you go.
Aunt Mamie, what's an exasperation?
I want you to pay no mind to a single thing those ladies said today.
I reckon it wasn't a term of endearment.
Ociee, there's something I want you to understand. Sometimes people will judge a person just because they're different, without taking the time to find out who that person truly is.
Papa says that too.
They don't know what they've been through or what a joy they truly are. More importantly, they don't know how lucky they would be to know them. They've just given that person a chance.
Do you mean me?
I certainly do. I know it hasn't been easy for you, Ociee. Coming here, leaving your papa and your brothers.
I try not to be homesick, but sometimes it hurts.
I know, sweet corn.
Sweet corn. Did Papa tell you that's what he calls me?
He did indeed. And now it's time for you to get some sleep.
Aunt Mamie,
Yes?
will you tuck me in?
Oh. Well, I suppose I could.
Good night.
Good night.
Burn, Murphy! Burn! That'll teach you, Murphy! Who has the last word now?
Help, please, help our little girl.
Francis, I couldn't get to her. She's still in there.
Elizabeth! Elizabeth? Ociee! Nabbit, Elizabeth, what are you doing under there?
I've got to go back in. Why are you so big?
Come on, Elizabeth, let's get out of here. Follow me. Down the tree? But Ociee, I can't. Of course you can. I'll show you. Just step where I step. But Ociee, don't fall. You won't fall.
Elizabeth!
Now's the time, Elizabeth. You gotta find your bravery. You can do it.
Ociee Nash!
Jonathan, tree, come on, come on! Hurry up! Come on, get a ladder! Over here!
Daddy, Mother!
Oh my God!
Good girls. Good girl. Thank you, young lady. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Murphy, there's something I gotta tell you.
What?
I saw someone running away from your house when I cut through the woods. It was the man you were arguing with in your study when I came to visit. He said that I'll teach you.
Richards? Tom Richards? Are you positive, Ociee? Ociee, now listen to me. You mustn't mention this to anyone. Mr. Richards, he's a very dangerous man, and he mustn't have an inkling that you saw him. Now, I'm gonna take care of this. All right?
What is this I find? A frightened rabbit, I think?
Francis, is everyone all right? Yes, yes. Mr. Murphy, your beautiful home.
My family's safe. That's what's important.
Of course, of course.
That niece of yours is a remarkable girl.
How do you mean? Ociee saved Elizabeth's life. We couldn't get to her past the fire.
What?
But Ociee did. Ociee climbed the tree and went through Elizabeth's window. She helped Elizabeth all the way down the tree to safety. Ociee saved our daughter's life. You should be very proud of her. We owe her the world.
Aunt Mamie, she wouldn't come out. She was under the bed. There was smoke everywhere. But I knew she could find her Murphy. I just knew she could. She just had to be shown how. Aunt Mamie, I was so scared. Really, I was so scared.
You're a brave girl. Oh, my dear, sweet, beautiful, brave Ociee. Oh.
Good morning, Mr. Lynch.
Good morning. Maybe you look absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
These are for you and Ociee.
Oh, she'll love them.
Did you hear about Tom Richards?
Yes, I did. Seems he won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon, hmm?
Well, I can't get over is how they found him. Lassoed to the sheriff's doorstep.
Now, Ocie's still convinced it was her gypsy. But there'll be no talk of that today. Today is a day of celebration.
Where is our girl?
You know, I can't imagine what's keeping her. Ociee, are you ready? May I come in?
Okay.
You look so pretty. Are you excited?
I am, Aunt Mamie.
You don't look it. What's wrong?
It's just, well, I wish my papa and my brothers could be here. And my mama, too.
Well, your mama's up in heaven right now watching you. Very proud. And you know if there was any way for your papa and your brothers to be here with you today, they would be. You know that, don't you?
I guess so.
Mr. Lynch is downstairs, waiting for us. So let's get a leg up.
seats, we can get started. It's always a pleasure for the mayor of a city to address an audience of whom he is extremely proud. Good citizens of Asheville, you met the challenge during the Murphys' tragedy last month. Your generosity and love of your fellow citizens poured out in every manner. Many of you contributed food, clothing, and shelter, along with your prayers. And I've been told, as a result, that the Murphys will soon be back in their home. As mayor of this city, I commend each and every one of you for the fine job that you've done. Give yourselves a hand. Now, having said that, there are a few people I must introduce. Will the Asheville firefighters please stand? Take a bow, firefighters. There we go. Now, it is with great pride that I stand here before you to commend a young lady whose selfless heroic deed saved the life of young Elizabeth Murphy. It reminds us all what one person, even one child, can accomplish. Miss Ociee Nash. Now, I have in my hand a telegram that I'd like to read to you. It's addressed to Miss Ociee Nash, and it's from the President of the United States of America, President William McKinley. Dear Miss Nash, although our meeting was brief, I do hope you remember me. We met at the train station in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was impressed with you then, as I am now, to learn of your fearless act of heroism. You extol the spirit and determination upon which this great republic thrives. May your life be joyful and full of adventures. God bless you, Ociee Nash. Now, this is a mighty fine letter to Asheville's very own Miss Ociee Nash. Ociee, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, thank you very much. The only thing that can make it better is if my papa were here. Papa! Papa!
Ociee girl.
Fred! Papa, you're really here.
Oh, we can hardly stand another day without you. When your Aunt Mamie wrote and told us what happened, well, we boys decided we had to be with our girl.
I am your girl, aren't I, Papa?
Yes, Ociee. You've always been my girl. You know, you've never left our hearts, sweet corn. And from now on, we're gonna figure out a way to all be together.
Really, Papa? Really?
Sure as sunshine, Ociee.
Indeed, this is a very fine day. It is my privilege to declare this day, September 2nd, 1898, Ociee Nash Day!